Hello all. In this video we are going to talk about insertion in binary search trees. As we have already seen that in order to implement binary search tree, we are going to make use of linked list data structure. And insertion in binary search tree mean we are provided with a binary search tree and we have to insert a new element into it so that all the properties of a binary search trees are maintained. And those properties are, if a value is lesser than a node, then it should be somewhere in the left subtree of that node. Similarly, if a value is greater than the node value, then it should be somewhere in the right subtree of that node. So before moving further, we will first try to generate a binary search tree for the given sequence. For this, I'm going to use a platform, or you can say the visualization link which we have already shared with you all. And for that you have to simply visit the after MST topics and then go to the binary search tree reference material link. Here you will get the visualization link with the help of which we are going to generate the binary search tree. As you can see, this interface is very simple. You are provided with insert, delete and find. So these are the operations which we can perform on the binary search tree. We have already discussed the search procedure for the binary search tree and the same algorithm is followed in this platform also. So in order to use this platform, what you have to do, you have to simply provide the values and click on the corresponding buttons to get that particular operation executed. So since you are beginners, you can make use of this animation speed tab. With the help of this tab, I can control the speed of animation because whenever we execute any of the algorithm at that time, whatever steps this platform is using, they all are displayed somewhere over here. So if I slow down the animation speed, I can read those steps properly. And once we are done with it, you can increase the animation speed and then there is no need to look at those steps. So let's say we are going to start with the insertion of 8 here. I'll put 8 and click on the insert button. Since right now our tree is empty. So in other words, what I can say, root pointer which is pointing to the first node of a binary search tree, it is equals to null. So 8 should be the root of the tree now. So you might have observed we have displayed here inserting 8. So this platform is actually displaying that. Next we have to insert 3. If we have to insert 3, then 3, since it is less than 8, it should be placed at a left pointer of 8. So let's try to insert 3 now. So we are inserting 3. You can look at the comparison steps. So first we have to compare 8 with 3. Since it is less than, it will be placed as a left pointer. Then we have to insert 1. 1 is less than 8. Then we will move at the left pointer of 8 which is having a value 3. Then 1 is less than 3 also. So we will move left of 3. And then since left of 3 is null, so 1 should be placed at this position. So let's try to insert 1 now. So 1 is being, it is compared with 8, we reach 3, it is compared with 3 and then after finding the null 1 is inserted. Then we have to insert 10, 10 should be placed somewhere at the right of 8. Since right of 8 is null, so it is placed at right child of 8 only. Then we have to insert 6, so 6 should be inserted at, 6 is less than 8 but 6 is greater than 3. So 6 should be inserted at right of 3. So let's try to execute it now. So 6 is being inserted at right of 3. Okay, then we have to insert 1 for 14. So 14 and 8 will be compared. 14 is greater than 8, move right. 8 and 10 greater than 10. So we have to move at the right of 10 and then 14 will be inserted finally at that position. And then 4. I hope the procedure is clear to everyone now. If I have to insert 4 now, 4 should be placed at left of 6. Let's see how it is moving. 8 and 4. 3 and 4 greater than, 6 and 4 compared, less than relationship, left of 6 will be 4 now. So in this way, if I provide you any sequence, then using pen and paper, you can give me the correct binary search tree. So now we have to insert 7. 7 should be inserted as right of 6. So I'm going to increase the speed now. So 7 is inserted at right of 6, and finally we have to insert 1, 3, 13. So 1, 3, 13, it should be inserted as left of 14. So in this way we can generate the binary search tree for any given sequence. So now we have to look at the algorithm in order to actually implement this tree with the help of a computer system, because here the algorithm is being used in order to generate this tree. So now, so based on the observations which we just had while creation of this binary search tree, we can say that a new key value is always inserted at leaf. We have observed that we cannot insert a new element anywhere in the tree. We have to traverse the path from the root till we find the null pointer. The moment we find the null pointer, then only we have to insert the new key value. That means a new key will always be inserted at the leaf node of a binary search tree. We have to start searching for a key from root till a leaf node is found, and then we have to add the new node as a child of the leaf node. So if a node value is greater than the new value to be inserted, then it will form the left child of the node. On the other hand, if the new value to be inserted is greater than the leaf node, then it will be inserted as the right child. And then we are assuming that duplicate key values are not allowed. So if a duplicate value is given as an input during the insertion operation in binary search tree, we have to simply display a message. Keeping these things in mind, now we are going to start with the implementation of insertion operation in binary search tree. As far as the implementation is concerned, then we know we have to make use of linked list data structure. But what about the structure of a node? So we should have a data part in order to store the element. There should be a left pointer that will point to the left child of a node. Similarly, there should be a right pointer that will point to the right child of that node. As far as the parent pointer is considered, then you may or may not have a parent pointer present in each and every node of a binary search tree. So if a parent pointer is present, then during the insertion it has to be updated properly. But if it is not present, then there is no need to update it. So now we are going to discuss two implementations. In one, we are going to assume that parent pointer is present in a node, and in another one we will assume that a parent pointer is not present in a node. So starting with the procedure now. So this is the tree insert procedure, which is accepting T, which is nothing but the tree, and Z is the node, which is the new node we are trying to insert in the existing binary search tree. And in this code we are assuming that a parent pointer is present in each and every node of a binary search tree. So before calling this procedure, what we have to do, we have to initialize the node Z with the three values. First one is the data part, which is nothing but the key. So whatever new key value we are trying to insert in a binary search tree, we have to put that key as a data part or a key part of the new node Z, and we have taken this new node using a dynamic memory allocation in any language. Then we have to initialize the left and right child pointers to null. We have just seen that whenever we have to insert a new key value, it has to be inserted as a leaf node. And as far as the leaf node is concerned, the left child as well as right child of the leaf node should be equals to null. So we have to initialize this null also. After that, we have to call this procedure with the root of a tree and the new Z node which is to be inserted. And since in this procedure we are going to follow the iterative approach, and when iterative approach we will always maintain a pointer y which will point to the parent node. Okay, so initially we all know that the parent of root is null, so we have taken y and initialized it to null, and then we will take one more pointer to traverse the tree, and we have to start from the root node. Since I cannot update the root of a binary search tree, so we need this temporary pointer, and now we have to execute these steps till x reaches null, because the moment we reach the null pointer we have to stop and then insert the new node, and during these steps y will always point to the parent node. So if x is not equals to null, then y will be updated to x, and then x will be updated either to the left child or to the right child depending upon the value of z and x. If the new key value which we are trying to insert is less than the node value, then we have to move towards left, otherwise we have to move towards right. So you can observe when the while loop at line number 3 terminates, at that time x will reach null and y will point to a node, after which we have to insert this z node. So in order to insert that z node, we have to compare y value with the z value. But before that, since we are maintaining the parent pointer, we have to update the parent also. So during the insertion, all the parent pointers, they are set. We just have to update the parent pointer of the newly inserted node. So since we know when this loop terminates, y will point to the pointer which is going to be the parent of a new node z. So accordingly, parent pointer for z, that is z dot p, it will be initialized to y. Now we have to update the left or right pointer of y. But before that, we are checking at line number 9 if y is equals to null or not. If y is equals to null, this represents that the tree is empty. If the tree is empty, then the new node z is going to be the root of the tree. You can observe this thing when root of a tree is null. At that time, y is equals to null. X, it will be initialized to root, which is nothing but null. Since x is null, this while loop at line number 3 will not be executed. So we will directly reach at line number 8. Here we are initializing parent of z to y, which is equals to null. And we know that the parent of a root node should be equals to null. And then here we are setting the root of a tree, and that's it. So, but in the other scenario, if the tree is already existing, then we have to compare the value of y with the value of z in order to decide whether to put z as a left child of y or as a right child of y. So for that we are doing this comparison. So if value of z is less than y, that means z has to be the left child of y. So accordingly we are updating y dot left to z. Otherwise, if value of z is greater than y, that means z is going to be the right child of y. Accordingly, we have written y dot right equals to z. So in this way, we can insert a new node in a binary search tree maintaining all its property. Here we are maintaining the parent pointer also, and plus we have used the iterative procedure in this case. So if I quickly execute this code for a sequence of 8, 3, 6, 14 and 10. So initially what we will have, root is equals to null, fine. And we are going to insert a new key to this binary search tree, and that key is 8. So definitely we will have a node structure something like this. It has a data part which is initialized to 8. It has a parent pointer which is initialized to null right now. Left, it is also equals to null, and right, it is also equals to null. Okay, so now when we call this procedure, we will put y equals to null, and then we will put x equals to t dot root. So since in this case x will be equals to null only, so line number 3 to line number 7 they will not be executed. Z dot p, it will be initialized to null as we have already seen, and since y is equals to null, so root will be equals to z. So after the execution of these all steps, root will start pointing to the new node z instead of null. So with this we have completed the execution of this procedure for a single value 8, which is nothing but the first node of a binary search tree. So next we will try to insert another node, that is 3. So now this is the binary search tree. Root is pointing to node 8 and we are trying to insert a new key 3 into it. So when we start with this procedure, we will call t comma this node z. Again y will be initialized to null and then x will be first initialized to the root of a node. So now x and root, they both are pointing to a single node 8. Now at line number 3, since 8 is not equals to null, so y is equals to x. So now y will also point to this node 8. Now we will compare z dot key, that means 3, and x dot key, that is 8. So since 3 is less than 8, yes, x will be moved to left of x. So x will now point to null. Since x becomes null, line number 3, while loop will check x not equals to null, this will give us false. So we will directly switch to line number 8. At line number 8, we have to update the parent pointer of z to y. So parent pointer, that means this pointer of node z, it will start pointing to node 8 because y is pointing to 8. And since y is not equals to null, so we will check at line number 11 if key value of z, that is 3, is less than key value of y, that is 8. So this will give us true. Since this is true, so y dot left, it will start pointing to z. So this left pointer of 8, it will start pointing to this z node now. So the structure, it will get updated to something like this. The parent of 3, it is pointing to 8. The left of 8, it is pointing to 3. So we have a tree something like this now. Now we have to insert 6. So again, we will create a new node z, initialize all its pointer to null. And then this is the binary search tree whose root is pointing to 8. Now again, x will point to the root of a tree. And since x is not equals to null, so y will also point to node 8. We have a structure something like this. Then 8 and 6 will be compared. Since 6 is less than 8, so we have to move x to x dot left. So x will start pointing to 3 now. Again, while loop gets executed because x is not equals to null. Now we have to update y to x, compare value 3 with 6. Since 3 is less than 6, so line number 5 will give us false. Accordingly, x will be updated to right of x. So x will point to this null now. And since x reaches null, so while loop will not be executed. We have to update parent of z to y. That means 6 parent, it will point to y, and since y is not equals to null, so we will check z dot key, that is 6 with 3. 6 is less than 3, no. So y dot right equals to z. That means this pointer, it will start pointing to z node now. So the complete structure, it will be updated to something like this. This is the new node which we have just inserted. The parent of this node, it is pointing to y, and y right child is pointing to the new node z. Next we have to insert 14 in the existing binary search tree. So we have taken z. Again this procedure is called. So x will point to root now. Then x is not equals to null. So y will also point to 8. 8 and 14 will be compared. Since 8 is less than 14, so x will be updated to right of x. Now x reaches null, this while loop will terminate, parent of z will point to 8 and then key values are compared. In this case 14 is greater than 8, so this line number 11 will give us false. So y dot right equals to z will be executed. So this pointer, it will start pointing to z now. So we will have a structure something like this. 14's parent is 8 and 8 right child is pointing to 14. Lastly, we have to insert 10. So we have taken a new node. We will start with the procedure. We have x pointing to root, then y will point to root now, and 8 and 10 will be compared. Since 10 is greater than 8, so x will be updated to right of x, and then 14 and 10 will be compared. So 14 is greater than 10, so y will be updated to x and x will be updated to x dot right, which is equals to null. And then finally parent of z will become x and y dot left will become z. So we have a final structure something like this. So in this way you can execute the process. So here we have assumed that the parent pointer is maintained, plus we have also followed the iterative procedure. So if the parent is not existing, there is no need to update the pointer. The code will run simply. So one more procedure which we are going to discuss is the recursive procedure for the binary search tree, and here we are assuming that parent pointer is not maintained in a binary search tree. So here also the procedure is very simple. We have to accept two parameters. First one is the root and another one is the new node to be inserted. And again, since root cannot be updated, we have to take a temporary pointer x in order to traverse the binary search tree. Again, if root is equals to null, we are simply returning the new node z. But if x is not equals to null, then we have to compare the key values of the node and the new node to be inserted. Accordingly, we have to update either the left pointer or the right pointer. Because if the new value to be inserted is less, definitely left pointer will be updated. And if the new key value to be inserted is greater, then right pointer will be updated. So the procedure is simple. We will try to execute it on the same example as we have done with the earlier procedure. So initially root will be equals to null, and let's say we are trying to insert a new node that is z. So we have taken a memory and initialized both its pointer to null and 8 is the data element which we are trying to insert. So first step, we have to call this procedure. So we have written t dot root. Within the calling function, we have to write this line. So t dot root equals to function t dot root comma z. So here we are actually calling null comma this node. So at line number 1, x is equals to null. If x is equals to null, which in this case is true, so we are returning z. So returning z, that means this node will be returned by this function and it will be initialized to the root pointer now. So basically we have a root pointer which is pointing to the same node which is pointed by z. So this completes the execution of the insertion of first node. Now this is the binary search tree and we are trying to insert a new node 3 into it. So first step is we have to take the memory from the computer system and initialize both its pointer to null and put the data part as 3, and it is identified using a variable z. Now again we have to call this procedure with t dot root equals to function t dot root comma z. So here t dot root is not null now. Instead it is actually pointing to this root node. So when I call this function, line number 1 will be executed. So x will start pointing to the root node. At line number 2, we will get false because x is not equals to null. Then we have to compare the value of z and x. Since 3 is less than 8, this will give us true. So next function call will be, we will call x dot left equals to this function x dot left dot comma z. So whatever this function is going to return, with the help of that we are actually going to update the x dot left pointer, which is nothing but the left pointer of 8. So once the function call finishes, the return value, it will be used to update the left pointer of x. So now when we call this procedure, we are calling it with x dot left. So x dot left is nothing but null right now. So null comma 3 is actually being called. So the moment I say null comma 3, so line number 2 will give me true, because t dot root in this function call is nothing but null. So it will return the z pointer only, and then that z pointer is used to update the left of x. So basically when we execute this procedure, something like this is happening inside the computer's memory. So since a return statement is there, after all the pointer updates, we are done with the execution of x dot left equals to tree insert without parent x dot left comma z. Now we have returned again to this function because this is a recursive procedure. So we have executed this line and now we are again at this point. So else if will not be executed, and then we have to return x, and return x, that means x is still pointing to the root node. So root of the binary search tree is still 8. Kindly note that in a binary search tree, root of a node is never going to be updated unless and until we are deleting it. So either I write t dot root equals to function call, or I simply call this function. It is never going to update the root of a binary search tree. We will always return the old root during the insertion operation. But during the insertion of a first node, I have to use root equals to function call, because at the first time root is equals to null and it has to be updated to the node value. So first function call, it should be root equals to name of the function, but rest of the other function calls you can write as it is. There is no need to write root equals to this. Why? Because the root of a binary search tree is never going to be updated during the insertion operation. So next will try to insert 6 in this binary search tree. So we have this binary search tree and now we are trying to insert a new node 6. So again we have created a node and now we will call this function. So we have called this function. So x is pointing to root. So x is pointing to 8. Z dot key, that is 6 is less than 8. Yes. So we have to execute x dot left equals to tree insert without parent x dot left comma z. So basically we are actually going to update this pointer of the node by means of this function. Then as a result of this function call, we have to again start from the line number 1, and now x will actually point to x dot left. So we are actually at node 3. Since again 3 is not equals to null, so again we have to compare 3 and 6. But 3 and 6 is less than 3? No. So line number 7 will be executed now. So we have to call x dot right equals to function name x dot right comma z. So here we are actually passing right child of the x now. And right child of the x, it is nothing but this one, which is null at this moment of time. Since it is null, so this function call, what it will do, it will actually call for null comma z. Since it is null comma z, so it will simply return the node z to us, and that pointer will be used to update the right pointer of x. So something like this is happening when this line gets executed. Since it is a return statement, we are done with the execution of this function call. We are again at this point now. So here, after the execution of this x dot write statement, we have to return x. So it will return us nothing but node 3 only. So it is not going to update the structure of a tree. So this completes the recursion of x dot left, and then finally t dot root, this recursion will get updated. Again return x will return us this root only, which will be used to update this root, which is the previous root only. So in this way we have completed the execution for the insertion of node 6, and the last node which we are going to insert is 14. So again the same function is called. X is pointing to root. Since x is not equals to null, so 8 and 14 will be compared at line number 4. So 14 and 8, 14 less than 8, no. So line number 6 will be checked. 14 is greater than 8, yes. So we have to call the procedure at the right pointer of the node, which is nothing but null. So by this statement, what we are doing, we are actually updating x dot write by calling a function with the values null comma z. So this line number 2 will give us true and it will return the node z. So accordingly, the structure of a binary search tree will get updated to this. The 14 node will be inserted as write of 8. Now this function is completed. Again this root node, it is also completed, and that's it. So these two functions which we have discussed, they are just to build your understanding of the pointer updates which are happening within the binary search tree whenever we are inserting a new node. So I suggest first try to understand how the pointers are being updated in a binary search tree, because if the pointer updates are not proper, you will face difficulty in the actual implementation of the binary search tree. So first understand the pointer updates properly and then try to write your own code. The codes which we have just discussed, they are not the only two ways with the help of which binary search tree can be implemented. You have your own way, you have your own style of coding. You can follow any of the style, any of the coding platforms, but the point is concept should remain the same. That means whenever we are building a binary search tree, the properties of a binary search tree, they have to be maintained at any moment of time. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.